What is your name, your discipline, and the name of the course you're studying?
My name's Una Wagstaff, and I've just completed my MA in drawing, part-time over 2 years at PCA.
How much support do you get from tutors and technicians at PCA?
Well, the tutors and technicians are all practicing artists in their own right, so they've got a wealth of knowledge and experience to pass on. From a technical point of view, the workshop technicians tailor the sort of support that you want, and they'll help you to acquire the skills for yourself, so that if you experiment with something in your first module, then by the time you get to the third, hopefully then you can manage the skills yourself within the workshops. So academically though, as well as teaching the theoretical content, the tutors all share their practices and offer personal tutor support throughout with regular tutorials, critiques and feedback. So in the third module, because I chose to do the long written submission, I was assigned a dissertation tutor as well, so don't be scared of the writing. If it's something that you want to challenge yourself with as well, you'll get somebody one-to-one with you to help with your writing support if you choose that final option. And then the library staff as well are also there, and they offer research and referencing skills support. So there's loads and loads of support there from all the different types of tutors.
Can I work during my MA?
Yes, you can. I worked part-time, but you do need to manage your time carefully, is what I would say. If you want to get the most out of what's on offer. There's a huge amount on offer on the MA, and you do have to be selective. So like many part-time students, I had a family as well, and other commitments in those respects. So time management's really important if you do choose to work as well.
How flexible is the MA in fitting around your life commitments?
Well, normally speaking, the college workshops and the library are open well into most evenings during the week. So that helps with flexible working. So if you are working during the day on certain days, you can always work into the evenings if you want to. Some of the lectures and learning materials are also increasingly put online now as well and recorded for you, so you can look back on those and play them again at a later time or opportunity. However, I'd say that the experience of being with the other students and the tutors, so you get to know them, they get to know your work, and you build relationships with the other students is a really important aspect of the MA. So yeah, make the most of the wonderful facilities and all the social relationships you can form as well.
How much time have you got for personal practice?
I treated my MA as my personal practice, really. I would say that I didn't separate my MA from the life that I led day to day. So, in relation to maintaining a reflective journal or writing up notes and things, it happened on a daily basis, so it sort of slowly accumulated in relation to my learning. I didn't really separate it.
What are your tips for making the most of your time studying an MA?
I think one of the biggest things I would say to people is protect your time, particularly if you've got other commitments. Experiment widely and make the most of the amazing workshop facilities and the skills of the tutors. Because they really are, I worked with Woodwork Shop, with the Fab Lab in glass. I experimented with printmaking, of course the Drawing Lab, because I was doing drawing. So just, the opportunities are amazing, but you do need to stay organised. And I would say, make sure that you self-organise with other students as well, creating a little bubble of people whose work resonates with your own or understand your work for regular crits. I'd recommend doing that. Look after your physical health and your mental health. Don't burn out, and that's got a lot to do with managing time as well, making sure you get exercise in there and all those sorts of things, and making sure you get some social breaks as well. take advantage of any travel opportunities that might be there for you. And don't be scared of the writing as well. There's plenty of support available for this, and if you want to take up those sorts of challenges, I found myself wanting to write through the process of drawing on the MA, and the tutors are there to support you with that as well. In my second module, I managed to write an article for a peer-reviewed journal which was published, which gave me huge amount of confidence moving into my third module. So there's lots of help there with the writing. There's also a journal that's being rolled out at the moment where people can submit short articles for the PCA journal, MA journal. So that's another opportunity to take up if you want to.
What has been your biggest challenge so far?
Well, my biggest challenge on my MA was the writing of my third module thesis, because I'd never written anything as large as that. And it was just a brilliant learning experience. It incorporated all my practical work that I'd done on throughout the MA. So I got to really critically examine all the work that I'd made and pull it together in a large document. And it was a sort of really good experience or practice, if you like, for perhaps going on to do a PhD.
What are your tips for staying motivated and managing your time?
Well, I think setting yourself goals and staying focused, I think, are the main things. There are going to be ups and downs during the creative journey. They always are. You're bound to fail at times, and at other times you're bound to succeed and feel fantastic about what you're making and doing. So it's about staying resilient and taking the rough with the smooth and enjoying the ride, really, because it is a roller coaster, or can be a roller coaster, but an incredibly rewarding thing to do.
What are your plans for after your MA?
Well, I've just this week actually received an offer to do a practice-led PhD at Loughborough University. So this is a somewhat daunting but very exciting prospect. But even up to this point, the college staff remained really supportive of my ambition to do that, potentially. And they shared their own experiences of their PhD with me and gave me pointers as to how to apply for that opportunity, and what was necessary to go on to the next stage.